Yep, definitely there. As we take a look at the pickups here, we see Faceless Void and Invoker. As we spoke about it earlier, Invoker, TTC, basically he's the best hero that we have seen so far being played. That as well as Tinker, of course. Faceless Void here is gonna be probably a safe lane or off lane. What do you think?
For Faceless Void, I think he's gonna go for safe lane.
He's gonna be in the safe lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might be a safe lane. Yeah, possibly going to be a safe lane Faceless Void. We don't really see Arrow playing off-lane Faceless Voids very often. We do see them once in a while, but not very often.
10 seconds remaining.
They do play a lot of games. And taking a look at Invasion side here, we see Viper as well as Tidehunter being picked up here. So as you say, Viper as a mid-hero, as a counter-aggression towards the Invoker. Is that a hero that is good against the Invoker? Maybe Invasion are picking up on something here against DDZ's Invoker.
Well, Invasion needs the supports to kill Invoker, because Viper alone, Invoker could kill the Viper with the help of the Force Spirit as well as the Cold Snap. And I expected Invasion to pick up Rubik, and they did. So
yep. Really interesting here. So yeah, exactly. And Viper can be a really good counter to Invoker, can be a really aggressive, but he has to be very careful with the, as you said, pointing out the Cold Snap as well as the Force Spirit, can easily be taken down. Tidehunter here as an offlane hero, Tidehunter, a really strong hero, both initiation-wise and counter-initiation-wise. Just really hard to deal with the Ravage as well as his Anchor Smash, reducing so much damage, especially if Faceless Void is the safe lane carry here. He's gonna have a hard time in terms of getting off kills should Tidehunter positions himself really well as well. So taking a look at the third and fourth bans here, we see Morphling and Juggernaut being banned out by Arrow Gaming, whereas AA as well as Enigma being banned out by Invasion here. So what do you think about this Juggernaut ban? This is something that I don't see very often. Maybe something Invasion plays Juggernaut a lot.
Well, Juggernaut does have the healing ward advantage on the team fight, so maybe with that they just doesn't want to go against the Juggernaut.
Yep. As we see here, Invasion, they are yet to pick up their safe lane carry, and this is exactly why Arrow is banning out their choices here. We see Morphling, we see Juggernaut, Razor, even Alchemist now being banned out, and Invasion still yet to pick up a carry here. What would go well with their with the lineup right now? If you take a look, they have the Death Prophet, and you expected them to pick up the Rubik. Rubik, a really strong hero against this opponent lineup. He's able to steal Invoker's skill. Shadow Shaman, a really strong hero to steal skills against as well. With the Rasta wards as well as Darkseer. So what do you expect from Invasion coming from their last pick here, as a counter to maybe Arrow Gaming?
Well, maybe they could go for the Lone Druid because of the push lineup with Death Prophet. But then again, they need a very solid carry to able to engage in a team fight, as well as able to fight in a team fight.
So what do you think would be a good hero to match up in this Invasion lineup here?
I don't know, it's very hard to say because there are lots of possibilities here.
10 seconds remaining.
But we'll see, because it's almost time to pick.
Team pick.
So the final ban coming out from Invasion was as well Enchantress there, which is a really strong jungling hero that we have seen Arrow Gaming play a bit here and there. And the final pickup is going to be Sand King for Arrow Gaming, in fact. So let's take a quick look at their whole team dynamics here. We see Faceless Void, Invoker, Shadow Shaman, Darkseer, as well as Sand King. So it's probably going to be an Invoker mid, Faceless Void, Shadow Shaman, Sand King safe lane, and then a Darkseer off lane.
10 seconds
remaining. Most probably.
Or will we even see a Darkseer going to the safe lane to try and give him some boosted farm so he can get that early machism, be able to roam around a bit and take it. Oh wow, this is interesting.
Well, it's been a while since Abaddon has been picked before the TI4 meta.
But Abaddon being picked up here and being played by FZ, who is known to be the position 4 and 5 for Team Invasion. So this is really interesting here. So how are they going to be playing this? It's going to be a really strong push lineup, I guess. They're just going to try and outlast this Arrow Gaming team. Coming from the Invasion side, we see Tidehunter, Viper, Rubik, Death Prophet, as well as Abaddon now being picked up as their full lineup here. So what do you think of both teams right now?
Well, obviously Arrow Gaming, everyone knows that their lineup is very strong because of DDZ, as well as the combination of Sand King, Darkseer, and Faceless Void Chrono. But then again, Invasion, they do have the Rubik as well as the Abaddon to able to keep the team surviving throughout the team fight. So we'll see how it goes.
Yep, and I do apologize for those of you watching the stream. We are trying out a new channel, which is Hitbox TV. Right now, Hitbox TV does not have any servers available in Southeast Asia. So the closest server that we have to be able to connect to is in South Korea. So that's in Seoul. So that's actually one of the reasons why the stream seems to be a bit delayed and laggy. We have spoken to the Hitbox TV admins. They will be setting up servers in Singapore by today. So hopefully by tomorrow we will be able to not have lag. So for today, I guess you guys have to
30
try and deal with it a
seconds to
little bit
battle.
because, you know, I am getting quite a bit of drop frames here connecting to the South Korean stream server. So again, I do apologize. But if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Sea Dragon Battle, powered by MSI, sponsored by 88. And my name is Arctic Shadow, and joining me here is Flare. We have Invasion going up against Arrow, two powerhouse Malaysian teams going up against each other. And you guys have placed your bets for your rares and for your keys and your items. Let's see who's going to come out top here. On the Invasion side, on the Radiant team, we see Viper, Death Prophet,
battle
Abaddon,
begins.
Rubik, as well as Tidehunter. Is going to be a Viper, Death Prophet mid going up against DDZ's Invoker. That's going to be a really interesting matchup to face. Bottom lane though, it is going to be a duel, probably tri-lane of Shadow Shaman, Sand King, as well as Faceless Void. As we pointed out, you know, they are going to send the safe lane Dark Tier to the top, but Invasion are doing the exact same thing here. They knew exactly what Arrow was going to do, and Rubik tri-lane top along with that Abaddon and as well as Viper. This is really interesting to see. Abaddon as a 4th and 5th position. What do you think of that?
Well, it used to be I mean, it always been a support. So because due to the heal and the shield, so with that they could even counter initiate if there's any by Arrow.
So at this bottom lane, we're going to see a Tidehunter safe lane going up against his Faceless Void. He's playing so safe now. He has no vision in this jungle. He knows exactly what's going on. Shadow Shaman right next to him, but both not going to be able to scout each other out, of course, as well right now. But this is going to be really, really interesting to see at this bottom lane. Top lane, though, Darkseer is going to have a better time, I guess. You know, he's going to be able to jungle a little bit better compared to that Tidehunter. He does have to go into the jungle and stack it up, but really good wards placed down by Arrow Game to stop this as well. So some early aggression by this Death Prophet. You know, he is doing what he does best, pushing out lanes early on against this DDZ. What will he need to do at this middle lane to overcome what is DDZ?
Well, he needs the levels advantage. So supports do really need to roam from top to middle lane. But that's why there's a ward here to notice any smoke or any counter ganks on DDZ.
Yep, exactly. As we see here, Abaddon stopping the push, the pull of Darkseer. He is level 2. I'm surprised that they didn't actually use a ward to block the camp there. Whereas, you know, look at this bottom lane. It is blocked out fully, and there's nothing Tidehunter can do at all. He is level 2, however, but, you know, he has to be really, really safe now. And Faceless Void is going to get all the free farm at this bottom lane. But you know, looking at the supports coming out from Arrow Gaming, which is Sand King and Shadow Shaman, these are two heroes that require lots and lots of levels, especially Shadow Shaman. And you know, Sand King, he needs to get that level 6 early on as well. So what do you think about those two supports as a combination here for Team Arrow? You know, they do require to give some EXP to those heroes to get them levels on them. And if they don't, that could be really, really bad for them in the mid game. As we do see this Sand King now sneaking up on this Death Prophet at that middle lane with that invisibility rune. So he has to be really, really careful. They did not spot out the invisibility rune being picked up by Sand King here, and Arrow Gaming. Invoker in that DDZ can be so scary here. What's he gonna do? Will they be able to take down Kachik Imba? He does not know anything about it right now. And Sand King, he needs to pound soon. It's gonna come up soon. His invisibility is ending, but he is gonna back off, and they're not gonna try for anything right now since Invoker is pretty low, so he does not want to overcommit and maybe get countered, in fact.
And Xiangzai is doing pretty great. He's level 3 and almost level 4, and he's starting to stack the camps, and he could reach level 4 with that.
Yep, Xiang is level 3, almost reaching level 4, stacking up those camps, and will be able to take them down with Ion Shell, of course. At that top lane, he's doing pretty decent, in fact. Getting those levels, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. In fact, he has 14 CS. That is not something you want to see with an aggressive tri-lane going up against this Darkseer. But again, how do you stop the Darkseer? You're going to put the Ion Shell on creeps. He's going to push up the lanes. He's going to get those creep kills as well. Oh, as Rasta, he could be in some trouble here. No RNG for him, as Rubik is going to be able to pick up the first blood on that Shadow Shaman. Just getting caught off position there as he gets taken down by Rubik. He went up the hill, but unfortunately for him, RNG did not work, and the skill did not miss.
Well, Shadow Shaman got greedy to try to steal the pool camp EXP, and that's the price to pay.
Yep, that's exactly the price he has to pay, giving the first blood away to that Rubik, so he's gonna be able to get an early boots. In fact, picking up the boots now already, and he has 900 gold saved up, so he's gonna be able to get an early arcane boost, maybe even, so or maybe some extra support for his team. So that's gonna be really helpful. And in fact, look at Tidehunter. He's not doing too shabby himself right now. 9 CS, already level 4 as well at this bottom lane. You know, it's really tough to stop a Tidehunter as well when you're a Faceless Void, because with that third skill, he's just gonna be able to negate your damage. So he needs the supports there. As you can see, Shadow Shaman and Sand King still lurking around, but we see Rubik rotating towards that bottom lane. Now with a haste rune as well, gonna try and pull the chem, and he will be able to do so. So this is gonna help that Tidehunter a little bit more. And again, this is what we're talking about. Mosin and MTR, they need EXP on those heroes. Both now reaching level 3. But you know, Shadow Shaman is a hero that requires to get to that level 6 mark for the Rasta wards. And if he does not get that soon, you know, that's gonna be really tough for his team. Especially if his team is not gonna be able to push out those lanes quick enough. Middle lane, we see DDZ going up against this Death Prophet. Look at it, 18 to 10 for DDZ, 17 to 6 for Death Prophet. Really square neck and neck at this middle lane right now.
Viper is doing pretty good as well.
Yep, Viper doing really well on top CS of the game so far, forcing this Darkseer back. But again, you know, Darkseer is really tough to stop.
Bottom lane.
Bottom lane, we see initiation here. Tidehunter trying to force back this Faceless Void. Faceless Void tried to jump onto Rubik, but Rubik holding his ground. And of course, with Tidehunter coming in with the Anchor Smash, just reducing damage and doing so much as well in return to that Faceless Void. He's not going to be able to do anything at all. Here comes Tidehunter though. In fact, here's an interesting build by him, going to level 2 Gush. Oh, here comes Rubik, lifting that Shadow Shaman into the fray of things as he gets stunned by that Abaddon as well, coming in with the Tidehunter, and he goes down just like that. It's 2-0 in favor of Invasion, as they are going to be able to pick up. Ooh, Rubik, what are you doing? Ew, dropping really low there, and Abaddon going to be able to save him with his miscall. He was last hit, in fact, so maybe suffering a bit of lag, or just, you know, not realizing that the tower was hitting him there. He could have given a free kill to Arrow as well. Yeah, Shadow Shaman, yeah, dropping again at that bottom lane.
Yeah, he was trying to change the aggro of the tower, but RNG just wasn't with him.
Just not able to change the aggro of the bottom lane's tower, but he will survive, however, with Abaddon saving his life. But right now, 2-0 in favor of Invasion, with Viper getting so much farm at the top lane. Should Arrow be worried here?
Now Arrow's doing pretty fine, because Sand King is trying to get his level here, as well as getting his Spring Dagger. So they just need to play safe for now, while let MTR get his level 6, as well as Faceless Void to get some farm.
Yep, DDZ picking up the early Gloves of Haste as well, which does show that he is gonna go for the Hand of Midas to try and boost his levels up again. And again, you know, going up against a farmed end level DDZ is not ever gonna be easy for any team, as we saw in TI4 as well. In one of the games, I can't remember, the one that he was playing Invoker as well. He basically carried his team to that win. So really strong, and
he's gonna get his Midas soon.
Yep, he will be able to pick up his Midas soon as well. Just 400 gold away as bottom lane. Now going on the Shadow Shaman yet again. Lift is going to be used. There you go. Miss Call going to be used as well. And there you go. 3-0. Shadow Shaman is not enjoying a good time at all. 0-3 right now for that hero. He needs to play it a little bit more safe. He is solo at the bottom, as they have rotated the lanes, in fact. Faceless Void going towards the top lane. This is really interesting. So right now, Invasion are going to be able to pick up this bottom tier 1 tower as well. So yeah.
Yeah, and with the help of the Prophet, they could just easily secure with the tower.
Yep, with the help of Death Prophet now already level 6 as well, he's going to be able to use Exorcism, and they will be able to even push the second tier tower at this bottom lane should they want. You know, nothing that Arrow can actually do about it this early on. Shadow Shaman is coming towards that bottom lane, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about it. But it does look like Invasion are backing off. No, they want more. Top lane though, we see action as Darkseer was trying to send his team in with the Surge to try and catch that Tidehunter, but he knew exactly what was going on, and already level 6 as well. He does have that Ravage to go defensive a little bit more, so they did not want to dive that. They didn't want to overcommit to that kill, and that's going to be at the top lane. Now DDZ with that Hand of Might is going to rotate to the jungle, try to use it up quickly to get more levels. Level 8 now already as well. So, and the top farmer of this game, they have to watch out for this DDZ on this Arrow team.
Well, Sand King and Darkseer smoke up, so middle lane,
Yep, middle
DDZ.
lane. DDZ gonna spot Death Prophet. Instant using the cold snap, but he's just too tanky. Sunstrike not gonna connect here as Sand King tries to go in with the surge, but he will go down as Rubik dropping really low, but he will survive. Wall gonna be used by Darkseer as well to try and fend off the push by this Invasion team, but Invasion are going for it as Viper doing so much damage to Darkseer. DDZ dropping really low as well. He's gonna be forced back, and Exorcism gonna be used right now to try and take down this mid tier 1 tower. Viper doesn't have the mechanism yet, but he will be picking up really soon as here comes Abaddon as well. They will probably be able to take down this mid tier 1 tower, and this is really bad for Arrow right now. They tried to pick up on those kills at the middle lane, just Death Prophet being too tanky early on in this game. It is now 4-0 in favor of Invasion with 2 tier 1 towers down. This is not looking too good for Arrow at all, my friend.
But Abaddon did a really good job
Radiant's
on
bottom tower
shielding the
is
Death
under
Prophet
attack.
when he was stunned by Sankey. Because of that, the Sunstrike combination failed, and Death Prophet able to survive with the help of the heal as well from Abaddon.
Yep, the Abaddon heal as well as that shield doing work there as Death Prophet just too tanky again early on in this game. Not enough damage, Sunstrike not going to connect as well, and he will survive. And this is basically a 2 tower and a hero for 0 trade there. And you know, DDZ, he really needs to maybe start doing something for his team right now. Level 8, he is going to get some pretty fast farm, but will he be able to carry this team right now with such a big, you know, deficit early on in this game?
Well, they really need the space for Aero Gaming, because Faceless Void doesn't have his Muscle Madness yet, and he needs it really bad to able to engage on fights.
Yep, they definitely need to start, you know, giving some space, creating some space for both sides, because as you said, you know, they need that Master Madness on that Faceless Void to be able to engage, to be able to do any decent damage at all. As we do see Sand King and that Darkseer at his top lane. Tidehunter pushing out a little bit too far, but he is level 8. He will be able to stop this now. Surge gonna be used. Sand King stunned onto that Tidehunter. Will the ulti be used here? No, not just yet, as now it will be connected, and the Ion Shell will take him down, and Darkseer will be able to pick up a kill on that Tidehunter at the top lane. So Tidehunter just crossing the borders of his line here, as action not stopping just yet. Wall gonna be used. Vacuum not gonna be able to do anything there, as Viper will be able to get away with Rubik as well, and you know, a little bit wasted wall at that bottom lane, but top lane, but it is early on, so the cooldown is relatively low, so he will be able to have it up by the next clash as well.
And Rubik does have the Barrel Strike.
Yep, nice steal there by Rubik as well, picking up the bar strike.
Now with that, he could just kill a hero. If Faceless Void doesn't be careful enough, he could get killed easily.
Yep, Faceless Void definitely has to be really careful here. Does not want to get caught out by this Invasion team. They do have a few stuns here. Tidehunter still has his Ravage up as well, as they are rotating to this top lane. Gonna go for the third and final tier 1 tower at his top to try and take it down. Will Arrow be able to contest this and defend it? That's the question here. As we do see Sand King as well as Faceless Void still at this top lane. Maybe gonna try and defend this. I don't think they will be able to do so though.
Well, the Sand King does really need farm and level as well, because he's only level 5 with 1.1k gold. He needs the Blink Dagger ASAP.
Yep, definitely needs that Blink Dagger really soon, as they will be able to take down the top tier 1 tower, the final one uncontested, and they will be able to TP to that bottom lane as well to stop the push coming out from Arrow Gaming. Level 6 is being achieved by Rasta, so he does have those Rasta wars, as we see Tidehunter rotating to the bottom lane along with that Viper. Will DDZ as well as Shadow Shaman go on to this Tidehunter? That's the question here. DDZ may be thinking about it. He does come in. Ravage gonna be used though, as Viper is here. Shadow Shaman using the Rasta wars, but he will drop really quickly, as DDZ will TP out of there, and he will get away with his life. And Invasion, they get another kill yet again onto Arrow. 6-1 now as middle lane. Look at Mozen. What's he doing? Caught way off position there as Kachik Imba with the Exorcism gonna be able to take him down. So 3 heroes down for Arrow, as Sand King as well as Faceless Void dropping at that middle lane. What is going on here for Arrow? As Invasion coming out strong, 7-1, 3 tier 1 towers as well dropping. This is not looking good at all for Arrow Gaming.
They really need more space for DDZ as well as Faceless Void.
They've tried to
mention,
create space though, but Invasion is doing such a good job at closing them down here.
But the Darkseer pick wasn't really good against this lineup at first, but maybe late game. But with the current meta, I don't think it's really good, since the wall usage isn't very good as well.
Yeah, right now Darkseer not able to do much in this mid game. 13-minute mark. We are reaching the mid game soon, and right now he's just not bringing an impact to Arrow Gaming in this game for now. But of course, hopefully we'll be able to see the change of that as the game carries on more. Right now we see Faceless Void. Where is he? He is at bottom lane still farming. He does have that Mask of Madness right now, but he's still pretty squishy with 967 HP only, and only 2 points up in time block as well. And 1 point up in backtrack. Sorry, he's not all too tanky. So he has to be really careful, and with Invasion's lineup, they can easily, as they are smoked up here, they will be able to run into DDZ. Oh, Darkseer gonna be caught out here as well. Lift's gonna be used, stun in on him, and Darkseer will not survive that. As Arrow Gaming, they are TPing in. Force Spirit's gonna get caught in Faceless Void. Nice ulti, gonna catch man. Meteor gonna be used as well. Here comes Sand King with the ultimate. 2 heroes down for Invasion. Exorcism gonna be used. Nice wall positioning right there as well, as Viper will fall. Abaddon, ulti already proc. He's not gonna survive this, as a 5-man wipe looks imminent here for Invasion. Arrow chasing down Kachik Imba. Exorcism doing so much damage, not going down just yet. Abaddon still surviving somehow as well, as finally Rasta will be able to pick him off, as Exorcism of the Death Prophet just pushes back Arrow, and they will be able to get out there with 1 hero alive in the form of Death Prophet. So 4 heroes down for for Invasion, as Arrow comes back looking a bit more lively here. Nice job by that Faceless Void. They're catching out 4 heroes, followed by that Meteor, followed by that awesome Rasta Wars placement, and Sand King following through with his stun as well as his ulti. What ran wrong there for Invasion, my friend?
But they didn't have the rod advantage here.
Oh, but
So-
DDZ, he has to be really careful, sir, to cut you off there, as they do spot him out. He is gonna TP. There you go. Lift gonna be used as DDZ, man. He is gonna stun strike, but that's gonna be it, as he gets taken down, a cut off position way deep in enemy lines, as he gets taken down as well. So, yeah, as you were saying for the previous clash, where Invasion lost 4 heroes, what went wrong for them?
The ward placement here by Arrow. They noticed the Invasion team smoke up, and they saw them coming up. So Faceless Void was in the tower, and he could just engage, 4-man engage Chrono.
Yep,
So
nice
that-
4-man engage Chrono there.
And with that, they want to fight
Dire's
with the
middle tower
combination.
is under attack.
Really strong combo by Arrow Gaming, as now Blink in by Tidehunter. Ravage catching 2 heroes. Faceless Void dropping so quickly as he falls. Rasta not going to be able to do anything at all. Tornado onto that Darkseer, and Darkseer not going to be able to survive this. He will get his ulti off, of course, but that's going to be it, as they will push for the 2nd tier tower at this middle lane. This is not really good positioning by Arrow that they want to be in right now. They do not want to lose too many towers early on. 16 minutes into this game. Should they lose this mid-tier 2 tower as well, they're gonna lose a lot of map control here.
And Invasion's walls are very aggressive,
Dire's middle
so
tower.
they need to be very careful. After this tower is down,
Attack.
Tidehunter.
Dire's
Yep,
middle
tower dropping
has
at this
fallen.
middle lane right now, and as you pointed out,
Radiant's top
wards
tower
are being
is
placed
under
up by
attack.
Invasion really aggressively. So Arrow has to be really careful with the way they position themselves and not get caught off position, because at Invasion they want to end this game early. They do not want to allow Arrow to get to the late game with that Faceless Void, with that Invoker as well, and as well as the Darkseer. They're gonna have a really tough time going up against this Arrow Gaming, should they be able to drag the game out till like maybe the 30-40 minute mark.
And Viper does have his mechanism, and he's gonna go for X soon. And Rubik doing pretty good as well, with 1.6k gold saved up. Maybe he could get the Blink Dagger. And the Arrow team is just gonna climb up in the bottom lane, trying to push the bottom tower.
Yep, right now we see Arrow, they are grouping up at this bottom lane. They have to be very careful though. The whole team of Invasion are there. Silence onto this DDZ. He has to be really careful not to get caught off position here as they dive in right now. Viper goes in, uses his ulti onto the Shadow Shaman, but that's going to be it, as Abaddon forces him to retreat a little bit there. Sand King is in the forest. He does have his Blink Dagger, so Invasion has to be really careful. I'm not too sure if they know that Sand King has this Blink Dagger on him just yet.
Maybe they do. Oh, Sunstrike by Rubik.
Yeah, Rubik stealing that Sunstrike, not gonna connect though with TTC, as they are still looking to push down this bottom tier 1 tower. They definitely need the gold here, and they need to take this team fight, definitely. Arrow Gaming 12-5 right now in favor of Invasion. Let's take a quick look at the difference in gold. Invasion ahead by almost 4,000 gold right now, so they are definitely in a commanding gold lead 18 minutes into this game. Invasion though, they have to be careful. Viper spots out this Darkseer. Will he go on him? Surge gonna be used. Here comes Tidehunter. Ravage not gonna connect though. Here comes Faceless Void. Naughty not gonna connect as well, as both players just not doing a good job with their ultimates. Invasion, Tidehunter probably gonna go down here. He's in the fray of things, still surviving somehow. Abaddon keeping him alive. Xiangzai though, he will fall. Faceless Void down. Darkseer down. Tidehunter will finally fall as Sand King ulti gonna connect onto that Viper, but again Abaddon doing an excellent job keeping his team alive. 4 heroes down for Arrow. What is going on here, Flare? Tidehunter blinked in, Ravage connecting with no one. Faceless Void came in as well, using the ulti, connecting with no one as well. Just a game of throws right now from both teams. But Invasion with that Abaddon, big plays coming up from FZ, keeping his team alive for so long. You saw Tidehunter, he dropped so low, but again, you know, he was able to be kept alive for so long. And Arrow, what's going on here, man?
Oh, they did a lot of mistakes. Sand King got silent, so he couldn't did his combo plays. And yeah, they just got picked off bit by bit with the help of the Abaddon, keeping their team alive. And Rubik did steal Chrono as well, so Arrow needs to be very careful.
Let's take a quick look at the item pickups right now here. We see Viper already having that mechanism as well as that point booster, working his way towards its Axe Scepter for sure. Death Prophet already with their soul booster, so and that EOS as well. They are pretty farmed up along with that phase boots. Abaddon right now, he does have medallion, does have that staff of wizardry. He does have a 4 staff on him as well, recipe on him as well, so he will be able to pick up that 4 staff soon, and that's going to give him more utility as they will be able to smoke up here in the jungle with Death Prophet. Kachik Imba going to be the person to be the bait. Here we see Faceless Void diving in onto Mozen. Sorry, it wasn't Faceless Void. Yeah, Rubik stealing the Chronosphere. My apologies there. As he was able to steal the Chronosphere, they will be able to dive in onto Mozen, playing the Sand King, and Sand King will be taken down for an easy kill for Invasion. You know, and Rubik, he does have that urn, he does have dagger as well. Just huge items now coming up from Team Invasion. Whereas if you take a look at Arrow Gaming, you know, Sand King is the only person with the dagger right now. Faceless Void only has that Mask of Madness. He's not gonna have much DPS output right now. Darkseer with that mechanism being picked up as well as the Soul Ring. Shadow Shaman actually opting to go for an early Axe instead of trying to pick up a dagger. I agree with him slightly because he does need that survivability a little bit more. So right now he's working his way towards that Axe Scepter. And of course DDZ, the most farm player on this Arrow team. But right now, only with the Hand of Midas. And look at his item build though, it's really, really interesting. It seems like he has a few items here and there and not really completing anything. Maybe he was going for an early Dagon, in fact? I'm not sure. It's really confusing. He has a Null Talisman. Oh, actually gonna finish off the Necromonicon, the push book. But he does have the Rod of Aethys as well, so really, like, you know, a Malaysian term Rojak items early on in this game for that DDZ. Not too sure what he was trying to go for. As Viper TPing to that bottom lane, he has to be really careful. He is going to be able to be kept alive by Abaddon, of course. As now DDZ, he will go in. Faceless Void connecting on 2, connecting on 3. Nice use of the vacuum to connect them all together as well. But in comes the Tidehunter. Ravage connecting on 2 as well. As nice counter initiation coming out from Team Invasion. Sand King coming with the ulti, doing so much damage. But Invasion, they're just too tanky. They just won't go down here. As Arrow loses 3, Arrow probably gonna lose 4. Gush onto Faceless Void. He will go down. Tidehunter taking you down. And again, Abaddon doing so much work. Nice Sunstrike gonna be used to connect with Tidehunter. But that's just gonna be a consolation kill right now for Arrow. As Invasion will be able to push down bottom tier 2 tower as well. What is going on here, Flare? Arrow did an awesome initiation job. Faceless Void going in, catching 3 heroes in his ulti. Vacuum gonna be used as well. Wall was well placed as well, but in came the Tidehunter with the Ravage to counter initiate, and then Abaddon just keeping his team alive yet again. Mechanism was used as well, and this Invasion team, they're just so tanky. They just do not want to go down. Arrow, they cannot take any more of these team fights. They aren't able to actually, you know, push and force back this Invasion team. Look at the counter initiation potential by this Invasion strike. What can Arrow do?
Well, they really need more space, but then again, Invasion did a really good job on guarding the jungle as well as the counter warding against the Ancient. So we'll take a look at the net worth though. TTC is doing pretty good, but Faceless Void it's not really. It's just 6.4.
Yep, Death Prophet on the Faceless. Death Prophet is the top of the net worth right now with 11,500. Of course, Invoker with following closely second behind with 10,000 net worth, as you pointed out. But this Invasion team, man, they have all those items, and again, they're gonna go full aggressive. They have those wards. They will be able to spot out this Sand King. Silence gonna be used, and this Mozen, he's caught opposition yet again. Well, not caught opposition, but caught in the enemy jungle as he gets taken down. Tidehunter gonna spot DDZ. DDZ will be able to ghost walk here, but he does have some sentries, and they will be able to spot him, forcing Surge to be used by Darkseer. And here they go. They still want more, but they're not gonna get anything as Arrow will be able to back off. But Mozen gets caught off yet again, and these invasion wards are being placed at such strategic locations for invasion that allows them to pick off this Arrow team. What can they do here to come back here?
They need more time to drag it to late game. But Invasion's not gonna let them with the help of the Death Prophet as well as the Tyrant to push towers down really fast. So Lance, he needs the item fast, and Maelstrom is flying through now. And
so Maelstrom being picked up by Faceless Void, and you are absolutely right, my friend. They need to buy more time for their team. Lance is going to be key here in this game to even have a shred of chance to get that victory. But they are paying him out. They want his blood. Sand King is behind, but will Faceless Void be picked off way too soon here? Viper is going to go in. Ulti going to be used. No, Faceless Void will be able to spot him out, and he will be able to time walk away just in the nick of time. And as you pointed out, you know, Arrow, they need so much more space. They need so much more time here. But Invasion, they are in a commanding lead, and they are in full control of the game right now. They need to push out these lanes. They need to take down the top tier 2 tower, maybe force another clash and win it, and then go for high ground here.
Yeah, in DDZ he needs to get the boost of travel ASAP, because with that he could split push as well as engage in teamfight if there's any, with the help of the boost of travel. But then again, Hex is always good.
Yep, Hex always a good item. You can never go wrong with Hex, you know, being able to lock down key heroes in any clashes there. And of course, you know, this Arrow Gaming, look at them, they're just all scattered around the map, trying to get any space to farm at all. But you know, it's just so hard for them right now. Their jungle is warded up. They know exactly that the jungle is warded up, so they have to be really careful. Look at Lance, he's trying to find room to farm, but right now he's just roaming around the map, picking up a few camps here and there. And Invasion, they are going to go for the top tier 2 tower right now. Going to try and push it down and maybe force the fight. And if they aren't able to, you know, force a fight, they're just going to go for high ground. So I'm not too sure what Arrow is going to be able to do here. They definitely have to try and defend this, and they only have taken that mid tier 1 tower so far, and that's going to be it. So that's the reason why they're behind with so much gold. And look at this, it's going to be uncontested for this top tier 2 tower, and it's just going to be so bad for Arrow Gaming. But they are going to be able to pick up their Roshan kill at that bottom river as well. So good pickup here for DDZ with his Aegis. So that's going to help them out a little bit here. But so far in clashes we've seen, DDZ is the only person that's ever going to be able to get out of his team alive. I think that they should have given the Aegis to the Faceless Void.
Well, Faceless Void wasn't there to pick it up, so it's better to pick it up than losing it. And it's just you know, just to be safe.
Yeah, I guess. But you know, they did know that all 5 heroes of Invasion was the top lane. But I would like to see them giving it to the Faceless Void, you know, because he's going to have some decent DPS output now with the Maelstrom as well as the Master of Madness. So if he's able to survive in those clashes, he'll definitely be able to do so. What item do you foresee Faceless Void picking up now? He needs a BKB definitely right in this game.
He needs a BKB. He needs to complete Super Junior first. After that, maybe a Daedalus for the DPS. And maybe after that, Butterfly?
Yeah, probably Butterfly will be a good item, but not, I don't know, maybe not really as well. If you take an Invasion, look, the only pitcher is Viper. So,
not to mention Death Prophet.
Yeah, I guess Death Prophet as well, but not that big of a deal, I guess. Compared to the Viper, you know, getting those poison stacks on you is never an easy task to do with.
But it's all on DDZ now.
Yep, as Arrow Gaming now will rotate to the bottom lane. They want this tier 1 tower. They need those gold, but it is going to actually be denied here. So huge blow to, you know, the gold that they were looking for at this bottom lane. But they are still lurking around at this bottom right now. Invasion though, they are playing it a bit more scared now. I'm not too sure why. They have taken the last two clashes and they definitely have a huge gold lead, as we can see here. 7,500 gold lead for them, as well as EXP, you know, 7,500 EXP lead as well. So not too sure why they're playing chicken right now. They definitely need to force a clash against this Arrow team. Maybe not while DBZ has that Aegis. Maybe they're trying to wait out this Aegis right now, but I don't know. I think they can take the clash even with that Aegis.
No, I think they're just gonna wait it out just to be safe and get another team wipe, like previous crash. So the score is 22-8. They have the big advantage. So they don't want to make a big mistake with the Aegis pickup from DDZ.
Yes, I agree with you, you know, that they are in front right now, 22-8. Definitely they have gold as well as EXP advantage. But if you take a look at Arrow, look at their hero lineup, you know, that's a combination of heroes that you don't want to deal with late game. Like, we are reaching the 30-minute mark, so we're going to be entering the late game mark soon. And you know, with Faceless Void picking up farm, as well as that DDZ, you know, they're just going to get bigger. So it's going to be get harder and harder to deal with for Invasion, should they drag this game out a little bit longer. And Arrow know that Invasion are afraid to take a team fight right now, so they're going to try and push and try to force the fight while the Aegis is still available. As we see DDZ maybe pushing the front lines. As Faceless Void rotates to that bottom lane, trying to maybe push down this bottom tier 2 tower to apply a little bit more pressure to Invasion. And again, look at Invasion, they're just playing so... They're playing so far in the back lines now. Finally, a smoke is going to be used though. So will this be the opening that they need
Radiant's
for
bottom tower is
for
under
them
attack.
to maybe
Yeah,
take
Force
down
Spirit
this
is scouting
Arrow?
out.
Force Spirit is going to be able to scout out as well, as they will be able to be scouted here. But it seems like Arrows knows exactly what's going on. The Death Prophet will be revealed. Will he be able to get the Hex off? Not just close enough yet, as he will be able to go down here. DDZ could be in some trouble. He does have that Aegis, of course. Here comes the Ravage. Gonna connect with two. Xiangtai in the fray of things as well. He comes in. He gets hacked. He gets taken down here. Darkseer commits nothing and he goes down. Faceless Boy gonna connect on tree. Rasta War is gonna be in the background as Viper gonna get taken. No! Faceless Boy shut down there by Invasion. And Invasion just turning things around yet again. DDZ, he is gonna be able to be the lone survivor yet again. But that is it. Invasion taking down 4 heroes off Arrow yet again. They're gonna try and push for high ground. This is their window of opportunity right now. Exorcism gonna be used, pushing down this bottom lane. There's nothing that DDZ is gonna be able to do anything at all to actually stop this push. This is where it becomes really crucial. If Invasion are able to successfully push down high ground, this is going to be really hard for Arrow to come back into this game. But what went wrong in that clash here? Invasion does really good use of the smoke gang, and Arrow, their positioning was really bad in that fight. DDZ lost his Aegis doing absolutely nothing. Darkseer was unable to contribute anything at all at that clash, and Faceless Void coming in, catching heroes, 3 heroes in his Chronosphere, did a really good job, as well as that Rasta Wars. But Viper just too tanky again, and Faceless Void dropped so quickly. What is going on?
Exorcism. The max output from Exorcism. Because he catching by he EUL and Exorcism did the maximum damage on Faceless Void in few seconds, and that causes Faceless Void to drop dead real fast. So with Abaddon as well. That's why no one died in Chrono. Abaddon was outside of the Chrono.
Yep, Abaddon was not caught in the Chrono, so he was able to keep his team alive yet again, you know, with his healing skills, you know, with the missed call as well as the shield. You know, just really Abaddon, man, he's doing work in this game. I would say MVP FZ this game.
He is a pretty decent support in Invasion, and he does have a jab. So with that, Arrow Gaming wards and Division, they need to counter ward as well.
Yeah,
They need
Arrow
to be-
Gaming not
yeah.
gonna have an easy time at all. You know, with that gem pickup by this Abaddon as well, they're just gonna get outwarded here, and they're gonna have 0 map control. They're not gonna be able to spot out where any of the heroes are, as a clash could be happening here right now. Cold Snap gonna be used onto the Dark Death Prophet, but Abaddon is there to try and save him. In fact, actually, Invasion going back a little bit. Maybe not in the best of positions to take the fight right now. But Arrow, again, they are looking to maybe go for this. Rasta, not in a very good position, in fact, as well. So he's probably going to have to TP out of there. But right now, they look like Invasion is going to push this top lane, try to maybe go for high ground. I don't think Arrow can actually contest this. They need
They need to split push.
Yeah, they definitely need to try and split push. It is exactly what they're doing. Look at Mosen. He is at that middle lane. Gonna try and push out the lane to apply a little bit more pressure. And look at Invasion. They're gonna go for this top lane. They know exactly what they're gonna do. Exorcism is not gonna be used. Ooh, Rubik. Good use of the Chronos for a steal. Goes in. Catches Invoker. Catches Shadow Shaman. Invoker is down. Shadow Shaman's probably gonna drop here. No buyback on DDZ just yet, as he does not have enough gold. Bot top tier, top lane high ground is breached.
Dire's top tower has
We are initiated by Rubik with the Chronos team.
Dire's top
Wow,
tower
really
is
good
under
play by this Rubik here with that
Radiant's
Bing
bottom
dagger.
tower
He was able
is
to
under
catch
attack.
off both Rasta as well as
Dire's
Invoker
top
at his top lane
barracks
with
has
that nice
fallen.
Chronosphere, and this led to the high ground push. Top Raxes are down. They're gonna go for mid right now, and they might be able to get it. Invoker and Rasta are still down, but no, they're gonna just back off for now. They are ahead. They do not want to overextend. They do not want to give away the lead that they already have right now.
And Russia's not gonna up soon yet, so they're just gonna farm. See, and they highlighted the map, so they're just gonna farm more and more and more advantage against the Arrow.
Yep, you know, when you're ahead, you know, just continue being ahead, and you know, just extend your lead. Why not? Because right now, Arrow, they have no wards placed down on the map. Look at that, 0 vision in the entire map. Oh no, wait, they actually do have 2 wards placed down. Sorry, my apologies. I thought those were invasion wards, but they do have 2 wards. But at any time they can be, you know, dewarded here with the gem picked up by invasion. So it's gonna be really, really, really interesting.
And now it's all on Roshan. With the help of Roshan, Invasion could just push tower down ASAP.
Yep, Roshan
And-
is gonna be up soon.
Yep. And DDZ, still no item progression yet. Maybe he's gonna go for the hex with the ultimate up.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
DDZ has
is
been
under
caught way
attack.
off position a few times now, and he hasn't been able to get the free farm that he's so used to enjoying. And right now, again, you know, his items were a bit weird at the start. We saw him pick up a early Rod of Ados, maybe going for an early Silence. And then when he realized that his team wasn't having a good time, he switched to the Necromonicon. And then right now picking up the Ultimate Orb. So not too sure what he's actually gonna go for. As you said, maybe going for the Hex here. Is Lincoln a
Radiant's
possible
top tower
pickup
is
here?
under attack.
Nah, I don't think that's a very good pickup because there's a lot of single targets
Yep.
spells by
Look at
Invasion.
Invasion. They're just gonna push for high ground yet again. Exorcism gonna use this top tier tree. Bottom tier tree tower is dropping really, really low. Nothing that Arrow can do at all right now. They're just gonna use their rune of fortification, but that's gonna be it. I don't think they can actually defend this. In comes Spaceless Void, BKB, but no ulti. Ulti now gonna land on 3 heroes. Nice vacuum, nice wall. Sunstrike gonna miss though. As now Meteor gonna be used as some lag is coming out from this server. Wow, big lag coming out. In fact, as now Invasion still holding their ground. Faceless Void gonna fall. As Invasion, they are doing it. They're pushing for high ground. God beyond godlike for Kuchik Imba. As right now, they're gonna probably take down this Rasta as well. Buybacks by DDZ, buybacks by Sand King. Will they be able to actually stop the push here by Invasion? They have taken down the bottom tier 3 tower. Those Raxes are exposed. No GG just called just yet. As now Sunstrike gonna connect with Tidehunter as he gets taken down. Nice vacuum as well. Viper gonna fall here as well. Rubik could be in some trouble. No, he's Death Prophet, I mean, he's in some trouble here as he gets 4 stuff back, and he's trying to get out, but will he be able to do so successfully? He's gonna use his Shivas as he tries to slow and he tries to buy himself more time, but I think that's gonna be it. Oh, Sand King not gonna connect with his burst strike as well. Silence gonna be used as Death Prophet just playing ring around the rosy right now with Team Invasion, as he will actually be able to get away safely. So objectives, you know, sort of achieved by Team Invasion. They are able to push down high ground, taking down the bottom tier 3 tower and forcing 2 buybacks from Arrow Gaming. But right now Arrow, they are gonna try and go for this Roshan kill, but I think, is there any vision? No vision for Invasion, so they might be able to actually sneak this Roshan. Will Invasion be able to know exactly what's going on here?
Well, maybe they do because Ruby's gonna go and try and ward. Maybe he's just gonna casually walk in and check it.
Yep, Rubik now gonna ward this jungle. I mean, they're gonna ward the lane, so they have to be real careful. Right now, he does not seem like he knows exactly. Oh, why did you show yourself? Sand King, double burrow strike. Nice use of the DDZ coming in right now here, but that's gonna be it. They should have gone for the Roshan kill. Now, here comes counter initiation. Rubik gonna lift him, stun in onto Invoker with the stolen Burrow Strike. But Darkseer gonna use that surge. Exorcism gonna follow. Tidehunter now, no Ravage just yet, and this is still on cooldown. They are pinging out the Roshan. Will they be able to get the kill though on this Roshan? I don't think they want to actually commit to this.
But they can.
They can, but it's really risky. Faceless Void, where are you? You are here. They are gonna know exactly what's going on. It's dropping really quickly. If you want to contest this, now is the time. Faceless Void is dropping really fast. They do not know what's going on, and it is gonna go down, and that's gonna be it. Faceless Void gonna jump in, but the Aegis already gonna be picked up. He only catches 2 heroes. Tidehunter dropping really low. He will fall. Death Prophet taking so much damage as well, but this too tanky. Mechanism gonna be used as well. Good placement of the wall, but that's gonna be it. As Arrow now in full retreat mode. Invasion, they are going for it. They are taking down the Rasta. Sand King dropping really low. Death Prophet will finally fall, but Aegis is just gonna bring him right back. And Tidehunter, the only casualty for Invasion, as they are gonna back off as well after all their ultis and skills have been used up. But Arrow, not too sure if that was worth it there. I guess it was worth it, only losing the Rasta and taking out Tidehunter as well as the Aegis. But yeah, Arrow could have contested that a little bit earlier, I think.
No, you can't tell because we are the only one who knows the timing.
Yeah, I guess.
Faceless Void tried, but Kichima picked it up straight. The Aegis straight. So well tried and well tried by Faceless Void. And yeah, they forfeit. He got his heart. He has 24 charges of Bloodstone, 3.3k HP, and 25k net worth.
Yep, 25k net worth now on this Death Prophet. He is just hugely ahead now. Shiva's got Yule Scepter, Scythe, and Heart, as well as the Bloodstone right now. He is full item maxed out. So he's just going to save for his buybacks, It's just going to be so hard to take down this Death Prophet. Kachikimba proving to be the, such a strong player for Invasion. He's been, I guess key in this Invasion team in all their games so far, helping them push out one of the top rising stars of Southeast Asia. In fact, I would say one of the most underrated players. Yeah, he is one of the most underrated players in Southeast Asia, but really strong player, doing so well. Now they are going to go for high ground as well. They have the pipe up on the... Who has the pipe here? Tidehunter? Yeah, Tidehunter with the pipe, going to be using... In comes Rubik, he's going to blink in, but not going to be able to connect with anyone. Here comes Faceless Void! He catches 2 heroes! Ravage, not used just yet. Vacuum gonna be used as Rubik falls down. Ravage still not used just yet as Sand King comes in with the ulti, attaching chaos everywhere. Ravage finally gonna be used here as wow, Invasion holding their ground. Faceless Void dropping, Sand King dropping. This is a disaster for Arrow. Rampage here for Death Prophet. Kachik Imba. My goodness. Buyback by Darkseer, but I think this is GG. This is GG. Nothing that Arrow can do to actually come back from this game. They have no buybacks here. Darkseer is not going to be able to stop the push here, and it's just a matter of time before Arrow is going to call GG. And there you go, GG, well played, being called by Arrow. 14 minutes in, Invasion stomped through this game, did not allow Arrow to get any space at all throughout the entire game. And my goodness, what a game here, what a game player.
Yeah,
what went wrong for Invasion? They had no space early on. Arrow, Invasion just, Arrow, sorry, had no space early on. Invasion just pushing them to their limits. Not allowing DDZ or Faceless Void any space to pick up on farm, any space to actually get, those items that they needed. And Sand King just got picked off so much early on. And look at Shadow Shaman, 2 and 11. He gave away 3 early kills in the game as well, which led ultimately to Invasion snowballing. Look at Death Prophet, 16 and 0 with a Rampage, with a Beyond Godlike. Wow, Kachikimba, just such an underrated player.
Thanks to the Abaddon, with the early game, Death Prophet didn't die at all with the score of 16-0.
Yep, Abaddon, I would say honestly, as Death Prophet, he is 16 and 0. He did do his job, but I honestly would give MVP to that Abaddon. He kept his team alive so many times in the game. Death Prophet dropped to basically last hit so many times, and Abaddon just kept him alive along with the Viper with the mechanism. They were able to keep each other alive the entire time in those fights, and that led to Death Prophet just getting out of control, way out of control here, and Invasion just taking their first game in this Sea Dragon battle. It is only the group stages, of course. There will be more games played tomorrow, and each team will have to play each other at least one time. So Invasion, though, coming out on top over Arrow, and just really strong victory coming out from them, and really well played. So congratulations to Invasion. My name was ArticShadow. Thank you for tuning in, and joining me was Flair, of course. If you like our cast, do check us out. We are Team TrollCasting, so TTC actually. But yeah, that's going to be all from us for today. There will be one more game played after this. You can tune in to hitbox.tv/SeaDragon Battle for the final game of today, and we'll be back for more games tomorrow. So do tune in for that. And yeah, this is Arctic Shadow signing out.